This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Thanks for tuning in to News 25 here on Ace Country Radio and KPVM-TV. It's Friday, September 18th, and I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Well, last week, Michael Wilson was sentenced to 18 years to life in prison after pleading guilty to the murder of his adopted mother in 2018. Some people believe Wilson should receive a harsher sentence, but Nye County District Attorney Chris Arabia says because Wilson was a juvenile at the time of the murder, Nevada law limits the severity of the sentence.
The judge sentenced him to the maximum that was available, which is 10 years to life for second-degree murder, and then an enhancement of, it could have been less, but the max was 8 to 20 years, and that's consecutive to the 10 to life. And I understand that there are people out there who are frustrated about that, and I certainly understand that given the nature of the crime. It's important to remember, though, that under Nevada law, because Wilson was 17 at the time of the murder, he cannot be sentenced to life without parole, and certainly not to the death penalty. And that's the legislature's choice, and we're bound by that. So we did get a situation where, we're looking at 18 years to life, and, first-degree murder can be as low as 20 to 50 years or 20 to life. So this is not a light punishment based on Nevada law, and it was certainly a very unfortunate case, and we hope that this can help, with the closure process for the victim's family and friends, and given the limitations under Nevada law, we pretty much got the maximum punishment, or right there, close enough. And so the only other thing I would say is that Mr. Saldivar will be coming up for sentencing at some point in the not too distant future, and we will be seeking the identical punishment. He has similar terms, in other words, second-degree murder plus the use of a deadly weapon. So 10 to life on the murder, 8 to 20 years consecutive to that on the deadly weapon enhancement, and so we'll see what happens, but we're certainly going to seek the maximum.
Arabia explains why his office did not pursue a charge of first-degree murder against Wilson.
Basically because the maximum possible sentence that he could have gotten, no matter what he was convicted of, was 20 years to life. And under those circumstances, we got 18 to life without having to take the risk of going to trial. I think we had a very solid case, but the fact of the matter is that instead of 20 to life, we got 18 to life without taking that chance, and without putting the people who cared about the victim through the the trauma of a trial. And so we thought that based on getting that close to the absolute maximum, because like I said, doesn't matter, he could have been convicted of first-degree murder because he was 17 at the time of the offense. The only way that he could get life without parole is if he had killed 2 or more people. So obviously we don't want that. One was bad enough. And so that's, what the thinking was on that decision.
All right, we want to thank District Attorney Chris Arabia for giving us more details on that case. Well, 911 call reporting a fire in North Pahrump appears to indicate that the cause may be suspicious. That fire around noon today destroyed at least one trailer being used as a permanent structure.
Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to a remote area off Gorgano Drive, about a mile north of the Valley Electric Solar Farm. Firefighters discovered a fifth-wheeled travel trailer on fire. That trailer was destroyed by the flames. 2 other nearby RVs were not damaged. Someone called 911 to report the fire, saying they saw a van leaving the area shortly after it started. Firefighters were able to extinguish the flames quickly and were able to keep the fire from spreading to the other nearby RVs. At this time, it is unknown what sparked the fire.
Well, the Nevada Department of Transportation announces that work has begun this week on a $17.1 million 32-mile upgrade of U.S. Highway 95 between mile markers 72 and 104, or roughly from 12 miles north of Beatty to 4 miles south of the Nye-Esmeralda County line. This 6-month-long project calls for placing new asphalt pavement and turn lanes, as well as creating a new 2-mile-long northbound passing lane, widening roadway shoulders, and flattening side slopes for safer vehicle turnouts. Construction started on September 15th, with work occurring from 6 a.m. until 4 p.m. daily, Monday through Friday. Motorists can expect minor travel delays. Project upgrades include drainage and lighting improvements, plus installing intelligent transportation system wiring and conduit, hydro-seeding 4.4 acres, and transplanting 366 trees. The undertaking adds 95 miles of rumble strips, placing 400 cubic yards of riprap, and installs tortoise fencing and a cattle guard. The stretch of the freeway averages about 8,400 vehicles daily, with 18% of the total traffic coming from heavy truck travel. The project is anticipated to finish in the spring of 2021. News 25 will return on the other side of this break.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, drug company Moderna is now working on a vaccine for the common flu. Home construction falls in August, and jet engine maker Pratt & Whitney is cutting 15,000 jobs.
Topping our news, biotech company Moderna is now working on a vaccine for the common flu. According to the company, the vaccine tends to reduce the risk of getting influenza by 40 to 60%. Moderna is already developing a potential vaccine for coronavirus and hopes to know if it will work sometime in November. Checking the economy, 860,000 Americans recently applied for unemployment checks. That is 33,000 fewer than the previous week. Construction of homes dropped a surprising 5.1% in August. It follows 3 months of gains. Applications for building permits dipped slightly by 0.9%. The drop-off in demand to build jets is hurting Pratt & Whitney. The jet engine maker plans to eliminate 15,000 jobs this year at its corporate offices. That is nearly double the number it suggested earlier. Pratt & Whitney's defense business at Raytheon remains strong.
Thanks so much, Angela. Well, a Tonopah woman has been arrested after reportedly almost striking a pedestrian.
On September 4th, NCSO was dispatched in regards of a 911 cell disconnect. Upon arrival, deputies were met by the caller. She said she attempted to report a reckless driver. She described a Ford Ranger pickup truck, black, faded in color, that had been driving recklessly up and down the street. The caller estimated that vehicle's speed was 50 miles per hour in a 25 mile per hour zone, and that there were children playing in the area and the driver nearly hit them. Deputies left the area to search for the vehicle. They conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle matching the description at the intersection of Florence and McCullough Avenue. The driver of the vehicle was identified as Nicole Bristow. While investigating, a vehicle approached the officers stating that the vehicle they had stopped was allegedly recklessly driving and almost hit her niece. She advised officers that she, her niece, and 2 other children under the age of 18 were going to a friend's house. She said she heard tires screeching and saw headlights coming toward her and the kids at a speed of 55 miles per hour or higher. She said she flashed her flashlight at the vehicle heading in her direction in order to make the driver aware of their presence. She stated that the black pickup truck slammed on the brakes and came to a stop. The witness said that the driver then stepped on the gas, causing rocks to be thrown at a parked vehicle, her and the children. The truck allegedly then drove between parked vehicles, almost running over the kids. This witness said that approximately 15 minutes after the incident, she could hear the vehicle approaching and this time drove by at an even faster rate of speed. Witnesses were able to identify the driver as the same individual that drove recklessly. Nicole Bristow was taken into custody and transported to Tonopah Detention Center without incident. Bristow was arrested for reckless driving, disregard of persons or property safety, child abuse or neglect, failure to use care around a pedestrian.
All right, much more news when News 25 returns after this break.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
If you're in the market for a new computer, you may be asking what's the best brand. But in today's Great Computer Deals quick tutorial, Josh Osborne explains it's not about the brand, it's about the model.
Hi, it's Josh with Pahrumph's Own Great Computer Deals. Let's get right into it. It's time for another quick tutorial. What brand of computer do I buy? It's not about the brand, it's about the model, guys. Just because there's a Dell or HP logo on a computer doesn't make it good. All brands have high-end and low-end models. For example, a brand new $300 laptop from a department store will be a great price, but it's going to have low-end parts and a really short lifespan. A good used corporate grade model for say $500 will give you a great machine with high-end parts that will last 5 to 7 years easy. Spend say $1,200 on a brand new high-end unit, you're gonna get an awesome computer. At the end of the day, you get what you pay for. Why trust a technician when you can trust a friend? Great Computer Deals is located at 1190 East Highway 372. Call us at 775-990-8833.
Thanks so much, Josh. Well, for today's Save a Pet, we head to Desert Haven Animal Society where we meet Oakley. This adorable little dog is eager to find his forever home, and that might just be yours.
Today's Save a Pet is proudly sponsored by Jason Ernest with Mountain West Lawyers. Call 775-727-9500.
Meet Oakley. He's a 6-year-old miniature pinscher Chihuahua mix who's white and brown in color and has been neutered. Oakley's owners had to give him up because of a child's allergies. He likes to ride in the car, has good eating habits, and is crate trained for nights. Oakley's right rear leg has been amputated, but he gets around just fine. If you'd like to see Oakley or any of his other friends available for adoption at Desert Haven Animal Society, you can visit them on Seary Lane right behind the Nye County Courthouse. Just give them a call first at 775-751-7020. You can also check out all the other pets available for adoption on Facebook at Desert Haven Animal Society. And a reminder, too, about an upcoming event that allows you to adopt a pet for free. Maddie's Pet Adoption Days is next weekend, September 25th, 26th, and 27th. Thanks to funding provided by the Dave and Cheryl Duffield Foundation, all adoption fees are waived during this event.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Hi, it's John Kohler from Channel 25 News, standing outside the VFW Hall on Homestead Road. It's the site of Bill Daley's memorial, and that will be tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Everybody in town's invited. Bill was like the oldest veteran in Pahrump, possibly Nevada, when he died. He was a World War II veteran, died at the age of 96 on July 29th. Anyway, we're all going to say goodbye, do it up in style at the VFW on Homestead Road. That's tomorrow at 11 a.m. Come on down, we'll tell you about the weather you can expect for the memorial and the rest of the weekend when we return.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios, and this is your money weather report. Look at that money-looking tie. Feeling fine and firmly. 81 degrees was your high today. 45 will be your low. Out in Fallon, just a titch lower, 78 degrees was your high, and your low mark will be 45 this evening. In Carson City, should be fair enough. 78 degrees for a high, 40 for a low. Watch out, Tonopah, 82 degrees is your high today, and 47 will be your low tonight. Out in Goldfield, well, it's 85 mean degrees to express the way you feel in Goldfield. 47 degrees is your low tonight. Beatty looking at 94 degrees as you be that gateway to Death Valley, and 61 degrees will be your low tonight out in Amargosa. Feeling fine at 97 degrees, 67 for a low tonight. And the big winners in Las Vegas experiencing that 104-degree heat all day long, and then this evening it'll plunge off at about 74 degrees for a low. Death Valley, hey, look at you, down a couple degrees. It's almost pleasant, isn't it? At 108 degrees, you can start feeling like, oh yeah, this is great. It's only 108. 79 will be your low tonight. And here in Pahrump, well, let's take a look at the local weather. It's 94 degrees currently. 97 was our high today, and so we're kind of creeping down. A little cloudy today, a little smoky. So we woke up this morning. I'm having a little trouble seeing the mountains. I was thinking, oh, maybe I got to get new contacts. I don't know. Winds out of the south-southwest. Well, that would explain it. The smoke out to the west is coming into town at a clip of 17 miles an hour. And it's dry, 9% humidity. The sun was this morning at 6:29 a.m. and it will set tonight at 6:48 p.m. So we're getting a little bit earlier as that twilight creeps in on us, heading towards the autumnal equinox. 97 degrees is your current temperature. Low tonight will be about 74 degrees. And then the wind's shifting, going out of the southeast at 12 miles an hour. There's also a few fires off to the east, so we might still see some smoke, but I don't think it's going to be like it has been today. Humidity creeping up to only about 18%. So very dry conditions. Definitely don't be burning any garbage in your yard or however you do. I'm not saying, just live your life. Do that thing. Let's take a look at the week coming up. All right, Saturday, Sunday. Hey, it's the weekend. Look at this. Mostly throughout the week, you're going to see a lot of highs in the low to mid 90s, and your lows will be in the mid 60s. What I'm mostly paying attention to these days with all these fire is the direction that the smoke is taking. So we're pretty safe out of the south. Saturday, Sunday looks pretty good, 13 mile an hour. Creeping up on Monday, Tuesday. Okay, still out of the south, 13, 11 miles an hour. Wednesday, watch out Wednesday. I think we're going to be choking and smoking on Wednesday, and we'll do that communally because that's how we do. 7 mile an hour smoke coming in from the west on Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh, okay, all right. That finishes out the week strong with southwesterly winds. You want to see a magic trick? Okay, watch this. I'm going to make a mountain disappear. Poof! There it is. Mount Charleston, where did you go? That's our weather view outside the studios here at Channel 25 News. It's gone. It's just that's the smoke. And that's your weather report from the Channel 25 studios. I'm John Kohler. Good night.
Thanks so much, John. Well, we have a couple of things going on this weekend. Let's talk first about the Feed the Hungry benefit, and that's with the band Air Candy. They will be down there at Sullivan's Pub. That'll be this Sunday, September 20th from 3 to 7 p.m. They want you to bring a non-perishable food item and come see them. That's located at 2450 West Mesquite Avenue here in Pahrump. There's a couple of jobs available through AmeriCorps and Nye Communities Coalition. We're going to talk a little bit about those. There is 8 half-time positions available for working with elementary age students in the safe and after-school programs. If you're interested in doing this, they would encourage you to apply at Nye Communities Coalition. You can get in touch with Jeff Hammer there and 727-9970. The other one has 4 half-time positions available, and that's to help community members with access to services including food insecurity, healthcare, and family planning services. For more information on that, I believe that you get in touch with Madeline Becker, and once again, that is at Nye Communities Coalition, and you can stop on by at their 1020 East Wilson, or you can give them a call, 727-9970. Tomorrow morning, First Choice Pregnancy Center is having their diaper run. You won't want to miss that. Of course, you can find out more information online at First Choice Pregnancy Center's Facebook page, but it all begins at 9 a.m. They're going to start at Jamar Customs right there on Highway 160 here in Pahrump, 1271 South Highway 160. You need to bring a package of diapers and a package of wipes, and of course, there's an entry fee, and it all goes to help First Choice Pregnancy Center. And there's also a fundraiser happening at Who's Dunes, and that is on Saturday at 3 p.m. Who's Dunes is located on Highway 372 near Linda Street. A portion of the proceeds are going to help local veterans. And speaking of that, our veteran Bill Daly, his memorial service, like John told you about, 11 a.m. tomorrow there at the VFW Post on Homestead Road. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.